Adam from Trump Nation here. Happy April 1st, everyone. Happy birthday, Debbie Reynolds, Jimmy Cliff, Justice Samuel Alito, Lon Chaney, and even MSLSD's Rachel Maddow. And of course, also happy April Fool's Day. Now, Ted Cruz has just showed how clever he and his campaign staff are, one or the other. The Cruz for President campaign released a video announcing, that Donald Trump has accepted Ted Cruz's invitation for a one-on-one debate. Get it? Get it? And then the video, Rick rolls. Rick Astley, Never Gonna Give You Up. Late 80s hit, 88 or 89, I don't remember. Oh, and let me remind you of this song. Most of you know it, and I get a chance to sing a little bit. Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you. Wait, what's that last part? Desert you? No, he didn't desert his wife. Never gonna run around. Wait a minute. You guys follow the news the last week and a half? Hasn't there been an issue about whether Ted Cruz is never gonna run around, or has he ever run around? In fact, he was asked this question by the Daily Mail last week, and what happened? Well, let's go back over that. Well, no, actually, let me rewind a little bit more. Cruz has been allowing people to present him as anointed. Glenn Beck's regularly doing that. And my view is, people should be faithful. You can trust faithful people more, but there's a different standard. If you carry yourself like Bill Clinton, though rape is totally unacceptable, I just want to point that out. If you carry yourself like that, or if you've been divorced and acknowledged certain things as Donald Trump has, but if you're anointed and you're doing the religious thing, very religious thing all the time, you pretty much better not as hell have gone any farther at any point in your marriage with a woman who's not your wife, any farther than, say, Corey Lewandowski just scored with Michelle Fields, and that's a joke. I think you know the news there, but you get my point. But anyhow, back to what happened. The Daily Mail last Wednesday, I think it was, asked the story came out a week and 2 days ago, about in the National Enquirer. You know the story there, 5 women. Hasn't been proved, they've denied it, they've sort of smothered it. The media's certainly done its part there, but the Daily Mail asked him, I think it was Monday, Senator Cruz, can you please swat down more definitively this National Enquirer piece by telling us on the record that you've never been unfaithful to your wife? Again, let me just point out, Ted Cruz linked to his song, whose key lyrics include the phrase, never gonna run around. Never going to run around and desert you, but the relevant part is never going to run around. But Cruz, did he answer the question there? Did he answer the question? He's now putting never going to run around at issue. Well, no. He stood there, didn't answer the question, and hid behind the skirt of Carly Fiorina. She leapt in to intercept the question and change the subject. But the reporter, good job, dailymail.com. It's a fine piece of journalism. England as a whole isn't doing so great these days, but the Daily Mail's pretty solid. It followed up, asked the question a second time at Cruz when Fiorina had finished. Senator, I'm sorry, this is a very serious question about your character. That was the second question. Will you just, if the answer is, yes, I've always been faithful to my wife, can you just say so, please? And Cruz, very smooth, he stuck to the more limited denial that the National Enquirer story was false. Well, he called it complete garbage, which is not the same thing as false. He said it is total lies, not the story. It. That can mean a lot of things. It's some wiggle room there. It was planted by Donald Trump's henchmen, which we know is not true, or we're pretty sure is not true. And I don't think the people of Wisconsin or the people of America have any interest in tabloid trash. Well, that's irrelevant there. You know what? So you get the point with that. But here's another problem. Cruz is showing how clever he is. The Rick Roll thing is very 8 years ago. I mean, this was very 2008 of him. 2008, not 2016. So what? Maybe he can use that wit from 2008 to prevent Barack Obama from being president, or someone could have, but too late for that. But hey, on the bright side, 2008, my Phillies are going to win the World Series. This is Adam at Trump Nation.